Are you moving with kids to Greenville, North Carolina?
We're trying to make that relocation easy, because relocation with your family does not have to be overwhelming. I know putting my kids in the car and driving cross country was pretty stressful. And we want to try to make sure that it is an easier transition, because Greenville is a great place where you can have memories and of course your financial future to where your family can thrive. So we're going to talk about a little bit more in detail, because relocation isn't just about the address in which you live. It's about the space in which your family thrives, and it's a smart financial decision for your future.
Exactly.
So here we're just really going to dive into how to make it as smooth as possible while taking advantage of all the opportunities here in Greenville.
Exactly. Therefore, really what we wanted to talk about is start with the thoughtful planning. And this happens in the family when you have an open communication in your family, and you wanted to talk about what is the best place for you to move to. Here we wanted to really provide for you different aspects of the moving to Greenville, North Carolina. And also, we chose this Greenville, North Carolina for a reason too, for our family.
Right. So basically, in this conversation, we should be focusing on what schools you want to focus on, where you might be shorter drives to your work, where are the amenities that you need to be at. Everyone in the family, at least the husband and wife, has a voice. It's good to ask our kids too what they want, but we have to keep in mind that we're paying for it, so we make the decisions. So we want to make sure we're writing down the family's priorities, so that if you know your priorities when we start shopping, you're going to be 100% ahead of the game, because you need to know how far from parks, schools, what workplace, and whatever else is on your list that matters. So having your family come together to make that list is a great start.
Exactly. Therefore, the first thing that comes to anybody's mind is where is the best and right neighborhood for me and my family? Of course, me and my wife, and we moved cross country from South Florida, Miami, to Denver, Colorado, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. For us, moving to Winterville, North Carolina, which is the suburb to the Greenville, was challenges, because we always lived in a big city and we were born and raised in a big city. Therefore, that could be the first thing that you need to talk about, because you wanted to know what is the right neighborhood for you that have excellent schools for your kids, amenities and park, and anything that is close to you that you can use that one for the benefit of your family and your kids in the area.
Let's just give you a real life example. Say it is Thanksgiving morning and you have forgotten something for that Thanksgiving meal. Well, there are grocery stores that are open around here. So I sent my family to the Food Lion to go get something myself. So you have to know it is not such a small town that you are not going to get amenities on one of the bigger holidays of the year. So if you need something, you can get it here. So I want to point that out. And you should, at the end of the day, be researching and visiting areas, because you want to make sure that you are picking what works for you. What are the vibes? I can't explain the vibes. You can see the vibes. So visiting neighborhoods at different times of day can really kind of understand how your daily life is going to be there. So
you can go to our YouTube channel and pick different, because we have more than 150 neighborhoods driving through that can give you some at this concept of how it's going to look like. And also, as my wife said, you need to do some research about a school, like going to the greatschool.org or niche.com and find out what is the best school for you and your loved one, that when you wanted to relocate to the area.
The next thing we're going to talk about is making sure that you are selling your home seamlessly and at the right time, if possible.
If that is the scenario.
If possible. If not, we got to sell and buy whenever we can, and we do the best we can all the time. But if you are trying to maximize your value in your area, that's a one thing. And then being prepared to sell your home in that area and to bring the buyers faster is going to help you, then help us find you the right home here in Greenville.
Of course, might be your scenario is like you're just renting in the place that you are right now. You wanted to relocate to the area. That could be another option too. But we wanted to also, what we wanted to talk about here,
buying their home in Greenville, North Carolina.
Exactly. Therefore, when you're looking at it, if you wanted to purchase a home, that's need to be also address what plan exactly works for you.
Okay, so we want to make sure it's not just about the bedrooms and the square footage. It is more than just what the housing market, which we do monthly videos on. We need to know what is in your budget, because budget is going to give you the best answer for you. So understanding having your budget in place is really going to make a smart financial sense.
Exactly. Therefore, for example, for 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom with the bonus room, we are talking about low 300. You can get a brand new construction in Greenville or Winterville area, which could be also one of the options that you can think about it if it fits to what you need.
Now, if you are wanting personalization, we can happily talk to you about personalization and what might work for your family, because we all help people all the time relocate here. So just make sure when you are talking about schools and kids, though, we need to make sure that you are understanding where you want to be and getting connected to those schools as soon as possible. You want to make sure that you have already reached out. You can call the police. They're going to answer the calls, because Greenville is a welcoming area. So you should understand when you are coming to an area, you will feel at home fast in Greenville, and that is an amazing thing.
Exactly. Now, we wanted to talk about why really choosing a Greenville, North Carolina. No? And we ourselves also, we didn't have that much of pretty much
we didn't know anything.
We didn't know anything, and we didn't really did research extensively moving here. And I initially come here because of my job. Therefore, I liked the job description, and I came here and I start my job. And by passing the time, actually I started liking Greenville, no? Because the first factor for me, which was very nice, in any of these places that I lived before with my wife, I found Greenville is the most friendliest community that I lived in. And that was for me the first factor. Of course, after that, since we had 2 little ones, our kids were very young when we came here. The second thing that my wife really was about to search was the school zone, for our kids, because that was the first important thing for us.
Another thing I want to talk about is the housing market, because we have such opportunities for wealth building by just owning a home here, and seeing that appreciation has never really stopped in Greenville, even though it's stopped in other parts of the country, means it is a great area to really build wealth and enjoy a high quality of life. We have almost everything you might need here. Yeah, we don't have Macy's, we don't have a couple things that I would like Whole Foods, but it's okay. Things come and things go, and finding what works for you really does matter. So I would say when you are a family relocating, we have to be smart about it. We have to plan a little bit more, because we want to make sure the kids are not sitting in the car for 4 hours like ours had to, because that was a nightmare scenario at closing. So you want to make sure that you are planning this smart. We are on your side to make sure that you do not have the horror story that happened to us of having kids in the car for 4 hours during COVID. So we want to make sure that you are here every step of the way for you, because we want to help you plan this move as much as possible.
And don't forget to look at all of our playlists. If you are looking to move to Greenville, North Carolina, we are all about providing you valuable information in the area. And don't forget to subscribe in our channel and also write us a comment. We'd love to connect with you. See you next time.